Hi everyone, it's Chris, and welcome to episode 9 of One Punch Man Recaps and Review. We're also going to review the show. I'm going to give you guys my input, my ideas, what this is all about. Also, I'm going to give you a rundown of what the show's about. Let's start the rundown right away. Now, this show opens up with Genos as he confronts the Deep Sea King, as he confronts the commune of people, and he's like, all right, let's go. And the action just kicks off right away. It just starts immediately, and it's kind of cool. I'm like, all right, yeah, none of that fodder, none of that bullcrap, none of the talking. Let's just get to fighting. Then we cut right away to Woman Rider. He's on his way to come and help. You know, he still is on the route. He's like, yo, I gotta get this in. Gotta get it. The association gives Saitama the location of the fight, and he is also on his way. Genos engages the King, and the fight here is one of my favorites I've seen in the entire series. It is so good, and it is definitely DBZ style. Everything's like it is so fast, it's ridiculous, but it just looks so awesome, especially because they're doing everything in that Dragon Ball Z style. Even when like I think when Genos does like a flare up thing and they show the thing where your face turns white before you die, it's like but it doesn't kill him, obviously. And so the fight just goes on and on and on. But then the Deep Sea King decides, yo, I'm gonna distract this sucker because he's a good guy. He wants to protect the people. So there are people running away from the whole like crowd during the fight. And the Deep Sea King sees a little girl. So he's like, I'm gonna spit acid on her. So melt, little girl. Spits this like acid spit is going towards the girl. Which is where I'm gonna pause right here and just say this, because her parent, for some reason, didn't think, hey, how about I don't drag my kid behind me while monsters are in front of me? You pick up your child and you carry them in the front. You should not be running dragging your child. That is not how that should go. That little girl is not that heavy. Pick her up and run like a real parent. You are so negligent, Japanese parent on One Punch Man. And anyway, so that's when Genos jumps in front of the girl and like takes on the spit and gets melted. Like, it's gross. He doesn't die, but he gets melted. And it's like, no! So at this point, Genos has been defeated, and so now Woman Rider shows up, goes at the freaking Deep Sea King head to head, and one of my favorite moments in the show, and he's like, yeah, let's do this. I know I'm not as strong, but I'm gonna get it. And then everything gets really emotional, and the crowd starts getting right behind him, getting right on Woman Rider's side, and they're like, yes, you can do it. You can fight. You can do this. You can do this. And he rears up his fist, lets out a mighty yell. Yes! And the people are feeding him their energy. It's like the spirit bomb from Dragon Ball Z. He's like, give me your energy. Yes! And he rears back for a mighty punch. And then the Deep Sea King just destroys him. It's like, that was anticlimactic, but it was so awesome, and you got all the feels. It was funny and sad at the same time. Like, I felt really bad for him, but at the same time I laughed out loud. I felt bad for laughing, but it was funny, I'm sorry to say. Then Saitama shows up after this, and he defeats the king in a beautiful way, of course. What do we say in the show? In one punch. Boom. This gets the crowd talking. The crowd starts kind of going over how like, wow, he beat him in one punch. And then this like kind of jerk guy in the crowd is like, hey, well, maybe that monster just wasn't that strong. Maybe all these heroes are just weak. They didn't really do anything. I mean, that guy just showed up, got rid of him, blah, blah, blah. And like the crowd's like, yo, man, leave him alone. Yo, he's doing his best. But then the crowd still is kind of split on this whole thing because they also know Saitama as the hero who's known for cheating because he's risen up the ranks so quickly and does these great things in so little effort. Saitama hears this and is like, kind of, you know, he's like, man, you know, I don't like that the other heroes are getting discredited. You know, they came out here and give their best. It's not their fault they're not that strong, you know. And so he kind of like throws himself onto the lion's den, if you will, and just kind of goes like, you know, ha, good thing that I'm here because all the other heroes like tired him out for me, and now I can take all the credit. Yeah, don't nobody ever say nothing bad about no heroes ever again. You know what I'm saying? These heroes are out here giving their lives, they're doing great things, and I am the one who sucks. And that's showing that Saitama has a lot, and I mean a lot of integrity, that he doesn't care about the glory. He just wants to help. And he doesn't care if the other heroes get the glory that he obviously has earned. Now, this brings the attention of the association because they do know that he definitely just did that. They're watching everything. So the association's like, yo, come in, come check us out. And then he shows up, checks them out, they're talking, but they go, all right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to move up in rank? So he moves up in rank to another level, and now he's up one more level. He is no longer a class C. He is now in that beautiful class B, baby. B, baby, B, 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 you know? And so that's pretty much where things wrap up with Saitama being like, yo, I'm in class B now. I don't have to do these weekly fights anymore. I can kind of relax a little bit more. It's great. Let me go get some food. Goes get some food, and then he runs into Moomin Rider. They have a bonding moment, and it's beautiful because they bros, and it is what it is, and everybody's happy. Yada yada yada. I skipped over a little bit of a scene there where there was the Sonic being shown having clothes and being ready for action. They didn't really add anything to the story other than to set up the next week, I'm assuming. There's also a scene with the Puri Puri prisoner and the two other guys, and the Puri Puri prisoner scaring them away. I mean, I broke out of prison to see you guys. Time for your angel juice with like a little injector. And I'm like, yo, where are you gonna put that injector? That wasn't even like a needle. Like, what were you gonna do with that? Puri Puri, that was really gross. I don't know. He creeps me out. I like him, but he creeps me out. I don't want him around me or my buttocks. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even know if he gets down like that. I'm assuming he does, but it was weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. There's also a final scene that happens after the credits where there is a medium of sorts. She's like, oh no, the earth is in danger. We're all doomed. No! And that's what happens. And then they gotta go, and the Deep Sea King narrates the end and goes, all right, so there's something worse than me? What could it be? And we'll find out next week on the next episode of One Punch. So what did I think of this episode? I actually really love this episode. This might be my second favorite episode yet. It has some of the best fights. Like I really like the Dragon Ball Z style of fighting when they're moving so fast you can't really see what's happening. But at the same time, when they do make contact, that contact is so dangerous and deadly. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I do wish that when Saitama did that one punch to the Deep Sea King, they would have been a little bit more epic and less of like, pow, you're dead. I feel like for all that build up, there should have been like a big rear back and a big like fiery fist burning through the sky and it rips through his head. Like something should have happened a lot more epic. I want to see more epicness with these fights from Saitama. That is my only real complaint. It was a funny episode. It was well written. You got a real feel for the characters. They gave you really good emotions, especially when you watch the point where Moomin Rider came into play. And I'm just really digging the show. It's getting better and better. This one was another one that just built up more and more of the story in the universe, and I am really into it. Can't wait to see what this big next thing is gonna be. And that is all we got. If you guys want to see more of these One Punch Man recaps, I got more on the bank. Go check them out. I'll put a link right above my head. Also, I'll be again here next week for the next one. And if you guys want to see me, I will be here on Wednesday for Anime Debate. I already have a video up earlier for Nerd Motivation. Go check that out if you want some motivation. And on Thursday, there'll be something a little bit weird and Pokemon-esque on the channel popping out on these places. Y'all mean. But what did you guys think about down below? Let me know. How'd you feel about the episode? What was your favorite part of it? And how do you feel about that action scene? And what was in that angel juice that Puri Puri Prisoner was going to input in those two guys? Let's talk about it down below. I use teleport, but I'm not going anywhere. Thanks a lot. See you guys. Watch more videos.